Hello students. So in the last part of the chapter motion, we have learnt about the formulas of uniformly accelerated motion and we have also solved the numerical based on that. In this unit, we will be learning about the uniform circular motion. So can you give me some example of uniform circular motion? So if you will look around you, you will find the blades of fan moving in a circle, right? Okay, पंखे की जो पाके है वो कैसे घूमता है बच्चा? सर्कल में घूमता है, right? Okay, you will remember one more example. You will say, sir, moon also rotate in a circle around the earth, and earth also rotate around the sun in circular path, right? So these all are the example of uniform circular motion. One more is motion of the hands of clock. That also moves uniformly in circle, right? So I will just give you some example. The motion which is uniform circular, right? So that uniform circular motions are, you can say, motion of the hands of clock, motion of hands of clock, then you can say motion of satellite, not only moon, all the satellite around the earth, right? Then motion of all the planets around the sun, around the sun. These all are a kind of circular motion. Okay, now to understand the circular motion, you have to recall the logic of velocity. Okay, so velocity is nothing but the speed along with direction. Right, when you explain the speed along with the direction, we can call it as a velocity. That means velocity has two things. First is magnitude, and this magnitude we can call as speed also, and second, it also has the direction. Okay, so if the magnitude or direction, any of the two is changing, we can say velocity is also changing. Okay, either the magnitude change or the direction change, we can say the velocity of the object is changing. Now let us consider a square path. Let's say there is a square path A, B, C, D. Okay, and there is some object starting from the point A. Okay, and he wants to travel along this square path. And throughout the motion, the magnitude is not changing. Let us consider his magnitude is 30 meter per second or 30 kilometer per hour. Magnitude is not changing at all. But what is happening here? Initially, your particle is moving from A to B. So this is the direction of the motion. As soon as it reaches the point B, it has to take a turn. Okay, and as it will take a turn, the direction will change. And as the direction changes, velocity is also changes. See, speed is same. He is not changing the speed. Value is 30 km per hour when he is taking the turn also. But the direction is changing. Initially he is moving from A to B. As soon as he reaches the point B, he has to change the direction. So I can say at point B, there is change of velocity because direction is changing. There is change of velocity as the direction is changing. Right, again as he reaches the point C, again he need to take turn, again the direction changes, that means velocity changes. Again at point B, he has to take a turn toward this side, again what will happen? The direction will change, so velocity is changing. Okay, now what if there is a pentagonal path like this? So you will say, sir, velocity will change at 5 points. Here he have to take turn. Here also you need to take turn. Here also you need to take turn. Here also you need to take the turn. Here also you need to take the turn. That means here at the 5 different points, the velocity is changing because direction is changing. Now what if there are this many number of sides? So you will say, sir, at each and every corners, direction has to change. Yes or no? At each and every corner, the direction has to change. Means at each and every point, velocity is changing. And as the velocity is changing, the motion is accelerated. Because what is the meaning of acceleration? Acceleration means change of velocity. So here your motion has an acceleration at this point, this point, this point, this point. Here the motion has an acceleration at this 5 point. Here the motion is an acceleration at all this point. Now what about the circular path? If the object is moving in circular path, then what you will do? So if the object is moving in a circular path, now you can say in circular path, object has to change the direction at each and every point. If you want to drive your bicycle on a circle, what you have to do? Can you keep your handle of the bicycle straight like this? No. If you want to take your circular path, then you have to keep the handle of the bicycle somewhat like this. Yes or no? Then only you will keep on moving on the circle. Means at each and every point you are changing the direction. What is happening at each and every point? You are changing the direction. Means when the object moves in a circle, the direction will change at each and every point. Means at each and every point there is an acceleration. Is it clear? So whenever object moves in a circle, the direction change at each and every point, means the velocity change at each and every point. That means the motion is accelerated throughout. So I will write here, for motion in circle, see we are not changing the speed. We will keep the magnitude same. So for motion in circle with constant magnitude is speed, the direction must be changed at each and every point. Then only you will be able to travel on circular path. आपको जो बाइसिकल का हैंडल है वो कंटिन्यूअसली थोड़ा एंगल पे रखना पड़ेगा, तो ही आप सर्कल में जाओगे. अगर आपने सीधा रखा तो गए बाहर, है ना, मिलने वाले नहीं हो फिर वापस. ओके, चलो. So for motion in circle with a constant speed, direction must be changed at each and every point. Right? Hence, we can say as the direction is changing, velocity is changing, hence there is an acceleration. Right? So we can say hence motion in a circle is accelerated throughout. Motion in a circle is accelerated throughout because at each and every point velocity direction will change. As the direction changes, velocity changes. That means the motion is accelerated. As simple as that. Is that clear? Right. Now let's talk about what is the direction of velocity. In what direction the velocity is existing. Let us see. Okay, so let's take a very simple experiment. What we will do? We will take a thread. Suppose this is you. This is you. Suppose, right? Okay, and you are holding a thread with a stone, and you are revolving this like this. You are revolving it like this. Okay, so this stone will obviously revolve in a circle, right? Yes or no? Now, what happens if you just leave the thread at any point? If you leave the thread at any point, what will happen? Tell me. You will say the stone जो है ना वो उड़ जाएगा. किस तरफ उड़ेगा ना वो जानना important है बच्चों. So consider your stone is somewhere, you are rotating in this direction, and your stone is here, and you are leaving the stone. You are leaving the stone. So you will observe the stone will move in a direction tangential to the circle. This stone will move like this. Stone जो है ना बच्चा लोग वो इस तरफ उड़ जाएगा. ओके, अगर आपका स्टोन यहां पर है आपने छोड़ा तो स्टोन जो है ना वो इस तरफ उड़ेगा. राइट? ओके, क्योंकि जब आपका स्टोन इस पॉइंट पे था ना तो वो इस तरफ जाने की कोशिश कर रहा था, बट क्योंकि आप उसको धक्का मार रहे हो ऐसा, इसलिए वो इस तरफ आया. तो अगर आपने यहाँ पे आपके स्टोन को छोड़ा तो स्टोन जिस डायरेक्शन में जा रहा था उसी डायरेक्शन में चला जाएगा. मतलब हर एक पॉइंट के ऊपर जो वेलोसिटी है ना वो सर्कुलर मोशन के टेंजेंट के डायरेक्शन में होता है. किस डायरेक्शन में होता है बच्चों? टेंजेंट के डायरेक्शन में. सपोज आई शो यू द पाथ लाइक दिस सर्कल, एंड इफ योर पार्टिकल इज रोटेटिंग लाइक दिस, ओके, कंसीडर सो एट दिस पॉइंट द वेलोसिटी इज इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ टेंजेंट. I just keep it V. When it is at this point, it is in the direction of tangent. When it is at this point, it is in the direction of tangent. When it is at this point, it is in the direction of tangent. When it is at this point, it is in the direction of tangent. Right? So if I leave the object from this point, it will move like this. If I leave it from this point, it will move like this. So I will mention here that the direction of velocity is tangential to the circular path at every instant. At every instant, it is in a circular path. Okay, I can prove it in one more way. Suppose वो डिस्कस थ्रो वाला अगर एक्टिविटी देखा हो, डिस्कस थ्रो वाला गेम आता है, तो उसमें आपने बच्चों देखा होगा, या फिर वो गोला फेंक कहता है ना, राइट, उसमें आपने देखा होगा बच्चों कि जनरली जो एथलीट होता है ना, वो क्या करता है, डिस्क को ऐसा पकड़ता है, फिर ऐसा एक पूरा चक्कर मारता है, उसके बाद वो डिस्क को फेंकता है कि नहीं? यस और नो? तो जब वो डिस्क को फेंकेगा ना, तो डिस्क इज गोना मूव इन अ स्ट्रेट लाइन, डिस्क जो है वो सीधा ही जाएगा. ऐसा नहीं है कि वो ऐसा चक्कर काट के फेंकेगा डिस्क को, तो डिस्क जो है वो गोल घूम के ऐसे आएगा. ऐसा होता है? नहीं होता है ना. डिस्क विल मूव इन अ स्ट्रेट लाइन ओनली, right? So why he is taking a turn? He is taking a turn to increase the momentum or velocity. He want to give the momentum or velocity to the disc. That is why he is taking a turn, and by this he is giving the velocity. Okay, और velocity देख के वो जोर से फेंकेगा, और जो डिस्क है ना वो सीधा ही जाने वाला है, क्योंकि उसने इस पॉइंट से उसको छोड़ा. So when he is leaving from this point, the velocity is in straight direction. So the disc will go in straight direction only. It won't move like this in curve. The disc will move straight only. Is it clear? So in circular motion, velocity is in the direction of tangent at each and every point. Now what is the value of that velocity? Let's obtain it very simple. So we know that generally speed, we'll say speed, right? The speed is equal to distance by time. So I will write here. If I want to find the speed, the speed is equal to distance by time. Now in a circular path, let us consider the radius of the path is r. Radius of the path is r. So can you tell me what is the total length of the circle? You will say, sir, it is equal to perimeter, and perimeter is equal to 2 pi r. You have already learned this in the 8th standard. Okay, so the distance need to travel is the length of circle, that is equal to 2 pi r. And let's consider the object take t seconds to complete one circle. So to complete one circle, if it takes t seconds, so velocity or speed is equal to distance divided by time. And this t is what? Time to complete one circle. T is what? Time to complete one circle. T is what? Time to complete one circle. Is it clear? Is it clear? So this is what all the theory of uniform circular motion for standard 9. When you goes in the higher standard, you will learn what is the acceleration also, right? Now let's solve the numerical from the NCERT exercise. One numerical is given there in NCERT exercise. Let's see. Okay, first of all, copy all these things. Just pause the frame and copy all these things. We will move ahead. And I hope all these things are very clear to you. Okay, fine. So there is a numerical exercise question number 10. An artificial satellite is moving in a circular orbit. As soon as I see circular orbit, the formula will strike in my mind. This circular orbit of radius, we are given radius of the circular orbit, r is equal to 42250 kilometer. The radius of circular orbit is 42250 kilometer. Calculate its speed if it takes 24 hours to revolve around the earth. So how much time it takes to revolve around the earth? I will write here. Time to revolve around the earth. That is T. 24 hours. You want to find what is the speed. So we have learned that in uniform circular motion, velocity is equal to 2 pi r by time. Yes or no? We have just seen the formula here. Okay, that is 2 into value of pi is 22 by 7. and R value is given, which is 42250 kilometer. We will find this in kilometer per hour only, and the time is equal to 24. Right, now rest of the thing you have to do. Okay, आपको इसको solve करना है fraction में. Okay, and you will have to get the answer. What will be the unit? This is in kilometer, this is in hour, so your answer will also be in kilometer per hour. In what unit you will get your answer? You will get your answer in the unit kilometer per hour. Is it clear? Is it clear how we have put the formula? Okay, now if you will solve it, let me calculate this, how much you will get this as. So this will be 2 12s cut by 11. This will be 6. Okay, now the rest of the part is going to become, see, it is 11 into 4 2250. 11 into 4 2250. Okay, this will come as 464750, and this is 7 6 are 42. So if you will divide this with 42, you will get this somewhat as 11065.4 kilometer per hour. This is going to be the speed. Okay, is it visible? It is not visible, so I will make it clear here. Velocity will come as 11065.4 kilometer per hour. This will be the velocity of an object which is revolving around the earth in this radius, taking time this. Okay, so this is your uniform circular motion. Now this entire chapter of motion is completed. What we have learned in this entire chapter, let's have a quick recap of that. We have started with what is called as the motion. So when the object changes position, we can say the object is in motion. We have seen the distance travel as well as the displacement. We have seen speed and velocity. We have seen acceleration. We have seen graphical representation of the motion. Then we have seen formulas of uniformly accelerated motion, very important for your exam point of view. We have solved the numerical based on all the topic, and at the end we have learned about this uniform circular motion. Right, I hope this entire chapter you enjoyed a lot, and for the exam point of view also this chapter is very important. Okay, thank you so much for watching.